Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are entering what I suppose is week 3 of the format, finishing out week 2 here. And I feel like I've got a decent little sense for what the format is doing, what's good, what's not so good. We've had a different smattering of decks here on the channel, some with more success than others. But you know what? I've been having a good time. The first couple weeks, few weeks of a format are always fun, regardless of what the public says. Good, bad. It's all good fun here, and I hope you're enjoying the quantity of drafts here on the channel. If you're new, we draft a minimum of 3 times a week. We've got limited content all over the place. If you continue watching this video and you enjoyed, a subscription would be greatly appreciated. If not, you do you. It's up to you. Really appreciate you being here with the video. And you know what? I'm excited. You're excited. Let's dive into Pack 1, Pick 1. All right, here we are in Pack 1, Pick 1, and we unfortunately see what I think is a funny card, but not a very good one. This is not an 8-mana format. I can't remember the last 8-mana format we had. Maybe Dominaria United? But this is not one of those. So this is a difficult one here. I haven't drafted a lot of black decks, but this is a reason to. This is a very, very good card. Drown in Ichor. -4/-4, and Proliferate for sorcery speed. There's also Planar Disruption and Duelist of Deep Faith for white aggressive strategies, but we've done that a lot here. If we could draft this card and then maybe wheel Scrap Trap or Necrosquito, could be pretty good. I don't really like blue-black as a deck very much, and black-green hasn't been outstanding, and black-white is fine. And black-red, I have no experience playing with or against. Could be fine, but I think this is just by far and away the best card here. It's not in one of the best colors, but I'm going to start with it nonetheless. And see where to go from there. Serum Core Chimera is probably the best card in a vacuum in this pack. However, Blue-red is probably the worst or second worst deck in the format, and very difficult to get going in my opinion. The only black card to follow up would be Bone Picker Scourge, which is not one I particularly like. The whole Corrupted thing has been difficult. I mean, Corrupted seems fine, but killing someone with poison is not really the way to go. I'm looking at Contagious Vorak here. I mean, it's not black, but if we don't take the Scourge, we're just gonna take Mirax, maybe? I mean, this card has been a beating with the cards like Necrogen Rot Priest. If you can have a Mirax, I've gotten beat by that combo before. That is a wombo combo here in the format. But you know what? I'm gonna take the Vorak. Vorak's just a very good card. Not much more to say about it. And then we get to a little bit of the problem with the format, so I've seen so far. I don't really like any of these cards very much. We have Magmatic Sprinter, Infectious Inquiry, Prophetic Prism. This really hasn't seemed like a Prophetic Prism format so far. Honestly, I might take it here in the event that we need to splash something. There's a Maze Skull Bomb, but like I feel like you can get this plenty enough. And everything else is whatever. There's nothing in this pack that's above like a C-. So I'm just going to stay open here with the Prophetic Prism and see what comes our way. Well, no green. And the only black card is a card I'm not a big fan of. So let's take a look at blue. Distorted Curiosity. It's a good one, but blue is really not about the whole Corrupted thing. Font of Progress is a no. Escaped Experiment, no. Basilica Shepherd might be the only good card here. I mean, Distorted Curiosity is fine, but not in most decks not most blue decks. I don't know what deck this goes into. Like blue-black? I guess I'll just take the Shepherd and see if that still continues here. Woo, Trawler Drake. This is a reason to be blue. This card is very, very good. 3 mana, 1/1. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. I've gotten completely destroyed by this card multiple times. Blue-black, although I think is one of the worst decks in the format, is looking to be open here with Trawler Drake, Surgical Skull Bomb, Scrap Trap, Annihilating Glare, Draw Skull Bomb. I mean, these are cards you can put into a deck, but the best card in this pack by a lot is Trawler Drake, so we'll take that here. Now there's no black cards. What does this one do? Oh, it makes mites on attack. There's Thrill of Possibility. I think I'm just going to take Vivisection's Insight. I don't like a lot of the cards in this pack, if we're being honest. Right now I'm kind of thinking myself as blue-black, potentially splashing a Vorak or something. But let's just take that here and see what comes. There's an Anatomist, there's an Infectious Inquiry, and a Phyrexian Atlas. I mean, all these cards are just not great. I'm not a huge fan of them. I haven't done blue-black yet, and I don't know how much experience you all have with blue-black. One of the things I've been thinking about that I haven't said a lot lately is that I'm here to waste my gems so you don't have to. Right? I'm here to find out and prove to you that blue-black isn't good, so that you don't have to go out and waste your gems and draft blue-black. Is kind of my thought on the subject. So it looks like that's where we're probably going today. So this, it's a 4-mana 2/4 that lets us loot on artifact ETBs. Chrome Prowler's just a creature with tempo. Scrap Trap, offer immortality. I mean, this card seems fine, I guess. Trawler Drake is our best card by a lot here, so I guess I'll just take the Scrap Trap. All right, do we do the Eye of Malcator thing? This this has been the scuttle here in week 1 and week 2. This card is very contentious among many of the content creators. A lot of them love it, and I have yet to see it on the battlefield on either side. So today seems like a decent enough day to give it a shot. So let's try. Blue-black control. Prologue to Phyresis or Reject Imperfection here. We could proliferate onto the Trawler Drake with this one. Let's take the Reject Imperfection. Why not? I mean, maybe if we end up with enough removal, that could be fine enough. So do I not? A 2-mana 2/1. It is an artifact for our Eye of Malcator. Or just the Surgical Bay. I think I'm going to take the 2-drop here. Another Scrap Trap. I mean, maybe. All right. Okay. Well, 4-mana 6/6 flyer gets 4 oil counters. Beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter. Then if it has no counters on it, you lose the game. So we're going to lose a game to Archfiend of the Dross today. That's our goal. Let's try that. What's going to happen is we're going to play this. Then they are going to cast Planar Disruption on it. And we are going to say, yikes. Bilious Skulldweller is a great one. I don't think it's going to wheel. Shieldred's Edict is actually not bad considering all the Planeswalkers running around. But I think I'm just going to take Archfiend of the Dross. I mean, either they die or we kill, they die to this, or they kill this, in which case we go, okay, on we go. Speak of the devil, we're going to go with another Drown in Ichor. And blue-black control. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if it's good. I don't know. Bring the Ending, another counterspell. Serum Snare. I think this one might wheel. So I'm going to take the Serum Snare. Maybe Glistener's here could wheel as well, which I would not mind running a copy of. We're going to have to look out for 2-drops, but so Terramorphic Expanse. We don't have to splash this Vorak or anything. I think I'm going to take the Serum Snare here. It's pretty good tempo. Cataxian Raptor is a pretty good one. There is another Vorak though. I'm not going to play 2 of these. So it's between this and, I mean, this is the best card in the pack by a lot. But I don't even know if we're splashing this one. We just have a Prophetic Prism right now. So let's take the Raptor and go from there. Gosh, Contagious Vorak Tribal. Well, I mean, I guess there's a Dune mover here, but... I mean, if we can end up with enough fixing, maybe this is splashable. It seems eminently splashable, I guess. So now it's between an Atlas for fixing for these Vorax or an Anatomist here. I think I'll take the Atlas. I'm not super high on this. I haven't seen it played yet. Could be good in this deck. Whole Eye of Malcator thing is probably not happening. Ooh, well, never mind. Let's do this. Nothing here except Dross Pit for us. So let's just take another Eye of Malcator and see where that goes. I think Experimental Augury is fine here, considering we have a combat, or we have a 2-mana bounce spell and a 3-mana counter spell as well. So we'll take our first copy of Augury. Duress, no thanks. Kinsmith, no thanks. Cruel, Grimnark. I mean, this is a pretty good finisher, I guess. Maybe we could play it. The Trawler Drake is surviving on Proliferate right now. So how many artifacts do we have? 5? I guess Chrome Prowler's an artifact, but I mean, Glistener Seer is very good tempo early in the... I think we have to take a Glistener Seer. We don't really have many good or any 2-drops, really. Prophetic Prism number 2, maybe. We're not playing any of this. I mean, we do have double Vorak here. Double Prism can go a long way. We're not playing this even if it's an artifact. So we're looking for Anoint with Affliction. We're looking for Whisper of the Dross. And see what else we've got here. We did not get either of those cards, but we do have a Zenith Chronicler, which is just a 2-mana 3/1, and we have no multicolored cards right now. So it's just a 2-mana 3/1 with potential upside. There's a Feed the Infection, but we already have an Infectious Inquiry and a Vivisurgence Insight. I don't think we need access to another one of these things. Maybe the Dross Pit's wheel, but let's go ahead and take the Zenith Chronicler here. Well, I mean, I guess Eyes of Malcator trigger the other ones. There's also just a Quicksilver Fisher. I don't think I want another one of these. There's a Dross Skull Bomb, but I don't think we necessarily want that. I mean, let's try the whole Eyes of Malcator thing. Let's see how that goes. Which one is this? No, that's just not good enough. There's the Anatomist. So here's the Whisper of the Dross that I mentioned we wanted. There's also a Gitaxian Raptor, which is good tempo, or not good tempo, just a good blocker. There's an Expanse if we're looking to actually splash these Vorax, which I don't know that we are. I think I want Whisper of the Dross. Yeah, I think I want the Whisper of the Dross. If this were an artifact or something, I might take it. I'll just take the first Whisper here. There's a Volt Charge too. How many artifacts? 8 artifacts? This one would make 9? I mean, it's like kind of aggressive, but it's time to see if this is good or not. There's no time better than the present. Ooh, Anoint with Affliction, Chrome Prowler, Bring the Ending, all cards I'd like to play here, but Anoint with Affliction has to be the pick. Alright, well, we have a deck of Magic the Gathering cards. So, ooh, Anoint with Affliction, pick 6 and pick 5. Let's go. So these Prophetic Prisms might just have to make the deck because of our 4 Eyes of Malcator. We can't really cut any other artifacts here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut these 2. Yeah, Chrome Prowler probably making the deck. This is an artifact, and if we cut it, we still have 9. So Draw Skull Bomb is an artifact. These curators don't seem bad. We have a lot of good instants and sorceries to get, but it just goes on the top of the library. That's not great. Let's go ahead and take the Draw Skull Bomb. Dross Pits did wheel, so guess we'll take that. So did Hexcold Slash, but we are past that here. We're not playing any of this. Cataxian Raptor wheeled. That's awesome. It's going to be a tough deck build here. I don't know what to do. I already have a Draw Skull Bomb, but it is another artifact, and it's a cheap one. Chrome Prowler. All right, so we are Eyes of Malcator.deck. I think that's our game plan here. So we're going to have to... we're going to build the deck around these eyes. I've been excited to kind of see if this is something worth doing in the format, and we're about to find out. The answer will be either a definitive yes or a definitive no. So this just doesn't seem good. These Scrap Traps may be one of them. The Memnarch maybe. This is a maybe. All of this stuff is just kind of maybes over here. I gotta keep both prisms for the Eyes of Malcator. Malcator? Who knows? 46. So we gotta cut some of these cards over here. So Draw Skull Bomb gets a creature back to the hand. It could also just cycle itself and just be another trigger for these things. Both of these are probably okay. This is just a little expensive. This is also expensive, but maybe it fits. I think a copy of Whisper's fine. A copy of Augury seems fine, especially with now that we have 2 Anoint with Afflictions. This also seems fine. 5 cuts. This is card advantage here. The Chrome Prowler is just more artifacts for these things. This is just another artifact. Is this a 16 land deck? Yeah, I think it is. Our top card is a 4. And Draw Skull Bomb is the only card that is a mana sink, which would tell me these are the 3 last cuts. That leaves us with 16 lands, 12 artifacts, and ways to scry into and out of more lands. No instant speedway to make an artifact ETB. Oh, well, Chrome Prowler can. So we can flash the Chrome Prowler in and animate this on defense if we need to. These are just good blockers. This is just a generically good card, and we'll see if we can win with Archfiend of the Dross. So, sweet little deck here. No idea how it's going to do in the queue. But that's just how it's going to be today. You get to see if blue-black is good or not. Eyes of Malcator be getting all the buzz. Time for our first draft of it. See you then. All right, opponent goes first. I mean, we're going to keep it, I guess. We have a 2-drop, and then we can play this to trade or something. Just got to... Ooh, and a 1-drop. Perfect. Just got to hope we don't get run over by, I was going to say, a card just like that one. I'm going to do the Augury here, because this can be an artifact ETB for our Eyes of Malcator. We're going to have to hope we just don't get aggroed out. Yeah. Okay, well. Submit 0 here. I think we have to flash in Chrome Prowler and block the Branch Blight Stalker. I don't think we can just play this thing this turn. If we do that, we take 3 more poison and go to 5 poison already. But then next turn, that does mean we can flash this in, and we have 2 good blockers that could potentially eat some of their creatures. So, let's go for it. Let's see. Woof. Thank you. 4 lands on the bottom. Welcome to the Daily Draft channel for those of you that are new. We love this kind of stuff. Your landlord is back. Okay, go to 5 poison, sure. That's a good card. A little slow. So I'm actually going to leave this up to sacrifice and also Chrome Prowler to animate. That is my plan here. So let's go ahead and pass it back. So we can trade the eyes with the Basilisk, or we can eat the Stalker and then trade the Prowler with the Basilisk, I guess, is the best way to do the blocks here. See if they get a red. Nope, just blue-green. Okay. Alright. They do have some sort of instant. It could just be the Scrap Gorger activation, but we'll see. See if they have removal and stuff. Or combat tricks. Oh, whenever it becomes tapped, it just gets to do that. That's cool. Good for you. Alright, do you have removal? Okay, that worked out. Rib Skiff. Okay, Toxic 2. Again, I just love lands. I absolutely love them. 7 here. 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's only 5 lands in our next 22 cards. Again, get used to it. It's what we love to do here. Crew 3. No matter what we play, this is going to get animated. Question is, do we want to keep it back on blocks? Now 4 lands in our last, like, 21. Gotta love it. Want to keep this back on blocks? No, because I could just flash in the Prowler and tap the Rib Skiff here. If they do end up crewing it here. Okay. Good card. Okay. They're going to crew it with both of these. Yep. Gonna get rid of our Chrome Prowler, I suppose. Yeah, draw Skull Bomb, not doing much more than a turn non-land permanent. Well, let's start by animating the eyes, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and just cycle this now, see what I can find. Anoint with Affliction. Okay. So I guess that means I have to play an untapped land. And then end the turn. So this can only get rid of a 3-drop or less. So I can't get rid of the Rib's Gift, but I can bounce the Rib's Gift. Can also... I'm probably going to be killing the Trawler Drake with the Anoint. We have options here, though. Yeah, well, that has hexproof, so, that'll probably kill us. Yeah, I don't know how to beat that. We were doing good so far. I mean, we were having fun and getting through with Eye of Malcator and stuff, but that is just going to kill us, unfortunately. So they do get to draw a card when this enters the battlefield, but I mean, we do have to preserve our life total. Thank God we got to scry 4 in this game. Or how did these get on the bottom? The Eye did it once. And the Augury did it. Okay, so we did put 4 lands on the bottom of our library. Had we not been able to do that, this game would have been long over. Okay, well. Unfortunately, animating this does not do much for us right now, considering this stupid Spinoderm is on the battlefield. So... Okay, yeah, I can't do much here. Again, it's got hexproof. And now this is a 3/3. And these stupid things get better. Remove it to give something flying. I probably have to kill that, right? Probably have to do it now. So they can't crew? Well, this will have summoning sickness, but... I mean, they're just going to give this thing flying. They're going to hit us anyway with this. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, the Spinoderm really did us in here, unfortunately. Had they not had the Spinoderm, they would have had to make some funky blocks and probably go down to 2 or 3 health there. But, card is good. Yep. Another Prowler would be pretty good here. God, another Surgeon. That card is good. Yeah, another land is not the answer. I'll tell you that. It doesn't really do it either. Now it's got Trample, so we block here or something. Yeah. Yep, stupid Spinoderm. Lost to a rare. Seems to happen a lot in this format. Don't think we have this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 3 lands in our last 15 cards. It happens. What'd you do? Ah, 1 mana, draw 3. Draw 2. Almost like Ancestral. Well, can't really block that. And then a 4-4 with Trample. Or a 6-6 with Trample. Now they can give them both flying next turn. Sorry, Eyes, I don't think you're quite going to do it here. So, couldn't get through that one. Let's see if the Eyes can lead us to victory in future games. Okay, we go first here. And, yeah, I think we'll keep this one. We have Eyes on 3, followed by all kinds of triggers, and maybe an Archfiend on 4 that can just kill them. Is it worth holding on to this to trigger this to attack? I don't think so, because what I'm going to try to do is scry into another land here. Well, now we can just play the Archfiend on 4. And hope it's good enough to win. Can't be blocked, right? Yeah. Well, can't do anything about that. I mean, I guess I could kill it here, but I'm going to play the... I think I'm just going to play the Eyes. And then next turn play the Archfiend, and I mean, this seems fine, right? It's another trigger, it's another creature. Land is also not bad here. Let's do this. Mesmerizing Dose is going to be the death of us if this does happen to get Mesmerizing Dosed. They needed to make this more. Remove 2 oil counters? It needed to be more than that, I think. Okay, well, they have Mesmerizing Dose mana. Cross your fingers. I mean, I'm not going to not play this card. Oh, they're going to do it right now? It's got 3 counters, and then they get to do another instant or sorcery here? Look at that. Turn 3 combo. Alright, what's your combo here? Okay. I see what you're doing here. Next turn they can just do it again. Wow, Mercurial Spelldancer just kicking our butt. Oh, and they proliferate the heck out of this stuff too. Alright, Drown in Ichor will need to be cast the turn after we cast Archfiend here. Gotta hope they don't have a Volt Charge or something in hand. They'll be able to hit us and then remove remove 2, volt charge this twice. I swear to God, if you mesmerizing dose this, I'm gonna scream. Guys, guys. When I drafted this card, I told you the one thing that's going to happen is they're going to pacifism it, and we're just going to straight up lose because of it. Why? Alright, well that was a quick O2. Alright, what the heck do we do now? We have 4 turns to kill them, I suppose, is the answer? They have 6 freaking oil counters on this? Okay, well, we can proliferate twice, so maybe we're not dead. This is wild. Alright, you need to die. So maybe we're not 100% dead here. Let's try to fight our way back from this. Yeah, I'll give that another oil counter. Woof. Alright, Eyes of Malcator, you are what we need here. What do you have for 1 red mana? Hexcold Slash? Okay, well it's got 4 oil. It's gonna have 5 oil after the augury here, so... But good God. Yeah, that's gonna be impossible to get through as well. Because they're just gonna tap the eyes every turn now. This card is insane. Alright, well this has been wonderful. I guess I might have should have taken Whisper of the Dross there so that we can survive for longer. I think they have Hexcold Slash, so this is probably dying too, but it looks like they're going to use this on the eyes here, and I don't know how we're going to push through enough damage. So we have 4 turns to kill them. Here comes the Hexgold Slash on the Escape Experiment. No? They're waiting to use it. They just have to survive at this point. Sure. We have a decent amount of proliferate in the deck, so I mean, I guess we could somehow keep making this survive. Okay. We're going to tap down the Raptor. We're going to kill the Synthesizer and try to push 2 damage because we have to push something. And then they're going to go ahead and Hexcold Slash our Experiment. So we have a way to sacrifice a creature? All right, again, we have to push damage as quickly as we can. So if they just kill our experiment here, they kill our experiment. I think what they're trying to bait us into doing is removing oil counters until this has 2 toughness, which I'm not going to do because I know they have a slash in their hand. So I'm just going to remove 1. And then I'll go to damage. Now, is it in Volt Charge range? Yep. Okay, they had both. And they proliferated that, so we're just... This is such a sad, sad game. As soon as I played it, I was like, don't you dare play Mesmerizing Dose. I'm going to slash it now. Yes, they will. Which we knew was coming, and now we can't really get through anymore. I mean, they can tap down every creature we play, and we have to kill them in next turn. Could almost kill our own Archfiend here, I guess. But we can't, because they're not corrupted. And they never will be. They're just hard control, so even if they didn't have the dose, this is just like the worst matchup to have a turn 4 Archfiend to the Dross. I can't think of a worse matchup for us right here. And unfortunately, it ends in a game loss, so that's been wonderful. Is there anything we can get back that matters? No. Not really. They'll go ahead and tap 1 down. Yeah, more lands. Alright, maybe this deck can win 1 game. Ask me if I had fun, I dare ya. Alright, here with our mono blue deck, we'll go first and keep a Glistener Seer into an Experimental Augury or Prophetic Prism. Going against the mirror. Yeah, you're having good curve here, that's for sure. I'm going to Prism... crap. I meant to do this first, so I can see what I'm going to draw. Huh. So it's a great card, but we have no way to cast it right now. But we're going to draw a Swamp at some point, right? Yeah, we'll draw a Swamp. We can't bottom that. It's like one of the best cards in our deck. Not to mention, we have the Prism, so we're good. Ha! Can't attack me. Trawler Drake? Hope it survives? I mean, in blue-green, they're not going to have great ways to get rid of this, at least not yet. So, I think it's fine to just play this. We have... I guess that's one way to get rid of it. Sure. This is one of those days, guys. It's just one of those days. Nobody lets me have my fun. Sure. I figured that was probably coming. That sounds about right. Now they got a 3-3, they got a 4-4 Haste Toxic 3. What is this going on? This blue-black sucks, man. I could jump, but like... I guess we're going to drown in Ichor on the Atrocity. Boy, if that Trawler Drake had survived. That'd be nice. Very nice. Anything else to proliferate here? I can't play the Raptor, so we'll just do this. I guess we could anoint with Affliction on the Scrap Gorger. Or we could just Augury here to try to find something better. Reason I'm doing this right now is because they could have that uncommon hexproof trick, and I'd rather them not use it. Okay. Aha, no plays. Counter my next thing too, why don't you? Nah, I don't need you. I also don't need you. So we'll just get this countered and then we'll play Augury, I guess. Alright, what's your flash play here? Anything? Back to the bottom. No plays. Alright, it's fine by me. 6-drop Venomous Brutalizer. Pay 2 to proliferate. Okay. Are they going to? Probably don't have anything better to do. They do have something better to do. Keeping their counterspell. See if they want to counter this. Alright, Eyes, I'll take you. Submit 2. And a land actually would not be bad. So we can trade the Raptor with the Brutalizer by just removing some oil here and then eventually get it back with Draw Skull Bomb. You know, I think we can do better because a land is honestly not bad. We can animate the eyes off of a Chrome Prowler if we get the land. Not quite it. So my plan is going to be to just trade off with the Raptor here. Well? Do we do it again? Do we do it again? We can cast the Archfiend off of Prophetic Prism. Alright, you live or die by the Archfiend. That is what is happening today. We're living and dying by the Archfiend of the Dross. Alright, down goes Gutaxian Raptor. Let's see. Can make this a 4-1, right? Yeah. That's the plan here. They do have an instant speed something, but it could just be the Surgical Bay. Or they might remove this now. Let's see. No? Okay, fine with that. How about another? Now they'll do it. So they didn't do it last turn, which is strange. Alright, dude. What you got for me? You got another freaking mesmerizing dose the exact turn after I play it? Let's see. Guys. What is this draft? This is something special. This is something special. Okay. The exact turn after I play it, twice in a row, it gets mesmerizing dosed. Jeez. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna do this to be aggressive, because we kind of have to. So, yeah. Spell Dancer again, yeah. Yep. So this eye can animate that eye. We have like 2 turns to kill them, basically. We need to find Proliferate? That's what you're telling me? I mean... Okay. Interesting they didn't block. They just have to, like, survive. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's not it. Chump, yep. Go to 2. Wait, did I have them dead there? No, maybe not. Okay. Okay, so I have to save this for my turn. I think I have no choice. So I can animate the eyes here? I have to kill them this turn. Well, that may do it. This might just do it itself. Let's see. Oh, it's exiled. It's okay. We can remove both. Do they have 2 removal spells for both of our eyes? Oh my god. Do I need to take this freaking card out of my deck? Today has been an absolute whirlwind. Are you not entertained? Alright, opponent goes first. They have mulliganed. Sure. Guess we'll keep ours. I do not want to play against blue or white, because these pacifisms against Archfiend of the Dross has made this draft incredibly frustrating. And maybe the presence of both of those playable pacifism effects at common makes Archfiend just like not very good. I think what you need to have is sacrifice in your own deck, like sacrifice a creature if you're going to play this card, because as you've seen, it's a bit of a liability. And here's white. Sounds about right. Okay. Well, we'll play eyes on 3 because, oh, why not? Okay, do I hold up Serum Snare and just like bounce something to their hand, or do I just play a Prophetic Prism? I think I'm just gonna hold up the Snare, get some tempo against black-white here. I might just bounce this. In fact, I probably will. The Eyes plus Chrome Prowler at instant speed is just a really good combo. So we'll do that. What do we find? Well, Whisper of the Dross is insane right now. So yeah, I'm keeping that. And Gitaxian Raptor is actually not too bad itself. So let's do this. That way next turn we can flash in Prowler. We can Whisper of the Dross down there, Ambassador. Their indestructible counter doesn't even matter. What do you do? +1/+1. Okay, alright, alright. I have nothing to proliferate, so just gonna do this right now. Again, in case they have some sort of combat silliness tricks going on. So I'll pass the turn, and if they attack with the Zealot, I probably am gonna just flash this in and try to eat it with the eyes here. They might be suspicious of our Chrome Prowler, though. Ah, they are suspicious. Okay, well, we had it, so good for you. Okay. Let's go ahead and animate our eyes. Okay. And I think I'll just play the Raptor here. Blocks well against their Zealot, even if it's a 3/4. Are they going to remove something now? Charge of the Mites. Okay. They attack with everything. I guess I eat one of the mites instead of bouncing off this. Okay. Still have a flyer, so it's fine. Oh, +2/+2. Hey. Well, yeah. I could trade, but I don't think that's worth it. So I'll pass. Let it kick me in the butt for a moment. Having this back to block seems okay. Is this a race we're winning? I mean, it's probably just a race we're winning, right? Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to do this. Push the damage now. Don't really have anything else to do with it. Okay, you take 8. I'm not interested in spending that much mana, so I'm just going to cycle it to draw. And end of the turn. See what Chrome Prowler can do here. Experiment will animate the eyes again. This deck is sweet. Let's go ahead and tap down that Might. And get the win. I guess I could have tapped that down and probably won next turn, but either way, got it. Alright, we finally won a game where we weren't backed up by our own Archfiend. Alright, we go first with a great hand here. Glistener Seer on turn 1. Whisper of the Dross to kill a potential 1-drop. Eyes of Malcator on 3. Animate, animate, kill, kill. And we are good to go. Alright, so they have a Hexgold Slash. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, seems fine enough. Go ahead and just play our eye. Currently don't have any artifacts to animate this right now, which is kind of awkward. But these raptors are, I feel like they're just good cards. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. Okay. Pass the turn, still have Whisper up, can proliferate quite a bit here if we need to. Okay, that's a 4-2, I believe. Yep. Alright. Don't need you. Don't need you either. Still have Hexgold Slash here, so like if they had the combat trick, they would have attacked. So it's not the +2/+2. They definitely would have attacked there. So my plan here is to Whisper the Dross down their Rebel, make it a 3/1, block with one of these, and then they might slash it to kill it as well, which would just be a 2 for 2. So, yeah, I think see what they do here. Give it a combat trick. They slash this? Yes, they do slash this. That's what I thought they would do. But it still trades. Got the slash out of their hand as well. Another one. Okay. Yep, don't need you. And here comes another one! Not quite, almost. Do we animate the eye? Well, we're gonna animate it no matter what. The thing is, do we attack with it? Probably. Yeah, I don't want to trade this away. So we'll get in here, make this a 4-1. And then go to damage, make him take 8 down to 12. Still have a scry left on this. Got 4 scries out of this, so that's pretty nice. No instance from them. Let's see what their post-combat play is. Ugh. That one hurts. I mean, it sets them back. Makes them just like, it kind of time walks them in a way. We could also return this, but I think we just have to do that. And then get in, use the oil here. And pass the turn, they'll just play it again, and now we're just kind of at the mercy of the top of our deck. Yep, well, this is, as soon as they play a 5-5, we just kind of fold to it. It's got menace, too. That's ridiculous. Ah, man. Okay. Six, 3 menace. Sure. I don't know how to deal with this. Or that. None of this is going to go well for us. All they do is play big fat creatures, and we don't have a way to deal with it. Are we just dead next turn? I mean, we very well might be. It's got menace. This has trample. This is unblockable, so we're at 9. They put both of these on this. They go to 11. We chump it. We take 8. We go to 1. So almost dead. Just about dead. Oh, man, I hate going 2 and 3. Well, you can make the decision for yourself whether or not you think this deck was particularly good. I had fun piloting it today in that it was quite a goofy draft, a bit of a meme draft, but I mean, yeah. That's where we're at with it, so. Okay, we go to 1. We survived for a turn. I guess a Chrome Prowler off the top might win if they don't have a creature to follow it up. But they do, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's just a 6/6 as well. I don't even know what you do, but it doesn't matter because we lose. So there was some fun moments today in today's draft, and you know, again, hope you had fun watching it. But freaking the only times we cast our Archfiend of the Dross, they just went ahead and pacifismed it, just like I told you they would in the draft. So, very on brand here for the channel. Hope you had a good time with me today. and I will see you next time for your daily draft.